Yo, it's your homeboy Kiiro Sagi in the building. Welcome to episode 33 of my One Piece discussion series. In this episode, we talk about One Piece chapter 746, Stars. This was a funny chapter of One Piece, but very informative at the same time. Altogether, I would say it was an average chapter of One Piece, and don't get butthurt. It was a good chapter, but that's the thing. One Piece, I expect it to be good all the time, so this is an average chapter for me. It wasn't on that level of greatness. It wasn't about that life, so average is where it is. I wasn't disappointed with this chapter. Like I said, it was a good chapter. Really nothing disappointing about it, but good is as good as it gets. It's not nothing really crazy. So that said, that's my review for this chapter. Now I'm gonna go into details on things that I think are important. So we get first important thing is we get Fujitora, a panel of Fujitora, and we see him thinking, and that's really important because that shows that he's not just acting on impulse. That is important for Fujitora's character, and this could be important for random theories that pop up that Fujitora has a plan to do blah 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 blah. Because we do have a panel of him actually planning and thinking things out. On that same page, we get this panel with Fujitora suppressing people. He's using his powers to hold down a number of people at once. So this is good for a number of reasons. First of all, we say that we've seen him hold down Law in the past, uh, but it's good to know that he can hold down a number of people, not just a single person. So this is a feat of power for Fujitora's Devil Fruit and for Fujitora. Next important thing is Frankie. We see that Frankie's no longer where he was, holding an L on the floor of the basement, and if you look at very closely on that same panel, you can see McVice or McVice, whatever his name is, he's in the background, and this is a feat of stamina slash endurance, or rather, yeah, it is a feat of stamina slash endurance, and this also shows that he has a considerable amount of energy left because to sneak away from all those people at that speed, I don't think it's gonna be that easy, especially considering all the amount of damage it took. So I think that's a reasonable feat for Frankie. How much energy exactly that he has left, we'll just have to wait and see. We also get this panel with Bartolomeo. He is holding back a number of people trying to go after Usopp because the whole Usopp bounty thing, which is really funny. But what's important is prior to this, we've only seen in my memory, at least based on my memory, we've only seen like really like Bartolomeo's barrier has been around the same size of his body, but right now we see a pretty big barrier in comparison to what he's done in the past. So this is a feat of Bartolomeo's power. He can make a pretty big barrier. No, it's not nothing like crazy big, like island big or anything, but it is still pretty big in comparison to what I've seen in the past. What else is important? Zoro and Luffy they met up. That's important. Rebecca now knows the character's a dad. That's important, at least for storyline stuff. Uh, what else is important? Yes, Luffy has confirmed that he's going after the Flamingo. He's not holding back. He doesn't care. Well, not that he doesn't care about the whole Kaido thing, but well, he kind of doesn't care. I mean, he cares, but he cares more about the people and the situation in Dressrosa than about Kaido coming after him. That's basically the point. That's really important and pretty cool. Um, Next we get the next really important thing we get, well, two things, but I'll say the first one. The first one, which isn't too important, basically Luffy has now gone with Zoro and Law after Doflamingo. They've left they're headed straight for where Doflamingo is, so they're en route. The important thing about that is we know the three people who are going after Doflamingo. That's one. The second thing is Law still has a sea stone around him for now, and sea stone is like as hard as diamond, so unless they have a key, it won't be easy for them to break free. So maybe by the time they get to where the flamingo is at, maybe they'll find a key somewhere there. But apart from that, Law isn't going to be doing anything until further notice. Now the second important thing is Fujitora goes up to Bastille and he says, get your forces ready. You and I are going after the Straw Hat and Law Alliance. That is really huge. I mean, having an admiral and a vice admiral against you, in addition to all the people who are already after Luffy, from the bounty thing, as well as Doflamingo and his execs. Now we can exclude Diamante and Treble because they're at the factory, and we can exclude McVeese. It will take some time for him to catch up him and Senior Pink, but still, Doflamingo's execs. I mean, he still has two execs. The what do you call it? No, just one, which is Pika. But still, Doflamingo and Pika, that's still something. As well as Gladius and all those other sub executives. So that's it for this chapter. Like I said in the beginning, good chapter, funny chapter, but not an amazing chapter. Nothing extraordinary. This is what I expect from One Piece. I expect a good chapter when I read One Piece, when I pick it up, and this was a good chapter, but nothing more than that. That said, what do you guys think about next chapter? I mean, well, I'll say what I think about next chapter. I think next chapter is gonna be another setup chapter because they're not just gonna jump straight into the action. So next chapter is gonna be another setup chapter, but um, it's still pretty interesting to think of the current situation in Dressrosa with an admiral and a vice admiral going after the Straw Hats. I think that's huge. So let me know what you guys think about Fujitora and Bastille going after the Straw Hats. What do you think is gonna happen next chapter? Like I said, I think it's gonna be a setup chapter. So don't well, just let me know what you think is gonna happen next chapter. Really, that's it for this video. If you like this video, check out my other stuff. You know, it is what it is. As always, thank you guys for watching.